Okay, what the hell, Konami? I don't know what the hell's going on. Um, but we just got announced to us. That was a weird way to say it. Metal Gear Survive from the Gamescom 2016 event. This is the first Konami related thing to Metal Gear Solid post Kojima's not absence, him leaving, basically getting fired from Konami. And it is not a new game as I originally thought when I saw the news little article for it. It is an expansion, 4-player co-op, or I believe solo, basically Left 4 Dead. You're fighting Metal Gear version of zombies, and you have to survive in a group. It looks like it has no story. It looks like it literally has nothing to do with Metal Gear Solid. Not even 5. See, this is the thing that bothers me. Now, it's like Resident Evil 6. Capcom. I mean, you obviously should be learning from your mistakes now, but Capcom. With Resident Evil 6, if you would have taken that game, taken out the Resident Evil, small little Resident Evil ties and the quick time events, which I honestly didn't have a problem with, but most people did, and I can understand why. Take them out, make that into a different game, that probably wouldn't have been so bad, because then the expectations for a Resident Evil game wouldn't have been there. But you slapped a Resident Evil on it, and that's a big reason why people hated it. So Konami, why would you slap essentially Left 4 Dead or Call of Duty Zombies? Two great things. I'm a huge Left 4 Dead fan, and I love the zombie mode of the Call of Duty series. But why would you make a Resident Evil expansion? A Metal Gear Solid expansion of it? Why not make an action? If you would have wanted people to be happy, you should have made that extra part that Kojima couldn't make because you guys essentially forced him out. As from what, I'm not going to confirm it because no one knows what actually happened, but the general gist, I believe, was that, Konami wanted the game out because it was costing them a lot of money, etc., and they wanted the game finished already. They wanted it out. So apparently parts of the game were not finished. And I think that's true because of the fact that, not to spoil anything, but if you haven't played Metal Gear Solid 5 The Phantom Pain, you could tell that the last half of the game doesn't really feel like a completed thing. You're essentially rehashing stuff you did earlier. So I could kind of see that actually probably is true. But a little survival mode is not what people wanted. And clearly because the dislikes are crazy in comparison to the likes. That could also just be a big part of people being pissed because of Konami, which I totally understand. Konami sucks now. I mean, they buried one of my favorite developers, Hudson Soft, who makes the Bloody Roar series, who made the original Mario Party series what it is today, and which is why they suck in comparison because they're not together. And what do they have them doing? They're not even there anymore. Like, essentially, they're there, but in spirit, I guess. Just the logo, just the name. And it sucks. It really does. And then the first Konami thing that they do that's actually not a sports game or Yu-Gi-Oh game is this. And while this might not be so bad, it's not Metal Gear. So why slap the Metal Gear name on it? You're pulling a Capcom. And one of the things that Capcom made big mistakes of before. And it sucks because I'm a huge Metal Gear Solid fan. Metal Gear, even the original Metal Gears, even Rising and and VR missions, all the side games. I love the series. It's one of my top favorite series of all time. But why would you do this? Seriously. If you would have just made this Survive or something else, then it would have been kind of cool, probably. People would have still hated your guts because you're Konami, but you slapped the Metal Gear name, and you know why you slapped the Metal Gear name. Just like you slap Silent Hill and Metal Gear on pachinko machines. You know why you do that. You don't do it because you know, you're cool and you think it's a great idea. You do it because you think it's gonna sell. I mean, it's a little different with pachinko machines considering it's gambling, but that's why you do it. And I think in some way you're also trolling the fan base, your old fan base, the fan base that would still be there if you weren't complete idiots with what you're doing. So like I said, I don't think it's necessarily bad, but I think it's bad that it has the Metal Gear name to it. And that's really what I think. I think that the fact that they slapped the Metal Gear name to sell copies is really stupid, but it itself isn't bad. I like survival games. I like where you have to team up with against zombies, etc. like that. I think that stuff is cool, but not with Metal Gear's name on it. Don't do that. That's just a slap in the face. But despite that, it's gonna sell. It's gonna sell, and all the people who say they aren't gonna buy it, I think a lot of them still are gonna buy it. Not because of the fact that it's they're hypocrites. But it's just because of the fact that they're such big fans of Metal Gear, and like me. And even if it's not exactly Metal Gear Solid, you still kind of want to try it because it's affiliated. Just like why people bought, Operation Raccoon City, despite it not being the greatest game. It wasn't even made by Capcom. But even that had more to do with Resident Evil than this does, as to do with Metal Gear. I don't know. It's a weird little argument that you could say, but either way, Konami, you guys suck. I'm pissed off at the fact that you destroyed Hudson Soft. I'm pissed off at the fact that you thought that no Castlevania games would sell in the modern times. That would be like the old school one. That's why Bloodstained is going to be amazing. I'm pissed off that you got rid of Kojima, because I really wanted that Metal Gear Solid 1 remake with the Fox engine. I wanted another Zone of the Enders, and I definitely wanted Silent Hills. I mean, I'm not going to say Kojima's the best thing to gaming, but I would have really loved that Metal Gear Solid 1 remake, and I would have really loved Silent Hills. And I loved his games. I loved both Zone of the Ender games. They were fun. I loved Metal Gear and Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake. Really fun stuff, It just sucks. It really does. And I think that's the most I can really say at the moment. I'll put the trailer up, and no idea why my audio randomly decided to stop recording. Sorry about that. Hopefully it doesn't make like a weird cut. But I'm going to put the audio with the video so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Konami, could you ever fix yourself? I think you still can in some weird way. I still have somewhat faith in you, but this is not the greatest first move post removing Kojima, post announcing that you're not really focusing on console games anymore, or anything important for that matter. Any games in general. I don't know. Either way, thanks for watching, guys. What do you think about Metal Gear Survive? What do you think about Konami? Stay tuned. I also this will go up after, but I have a Resident Evil 7 the new trailer, whatever the name of it is, reaction video. If you guys want to go see that, that's up on the channel already, and this will be up as well. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you guys in another video soon.